king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. E5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. The Vienna opening starts with knight c3, which defends the e4 pawn and controls the d5 square. By delaying knight f3, white keeps the option of playing f2, f4. Knight f6 develops the knight, attacks the pawn on e4, and controls the d5 square. Bishop c4 develops the bishop to an active square where it attacks the center and the f7 pawn. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, controls the d4 square, and supports the e5 pawn. d3 supports the e4 pawn and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. Moving from its starting spot, the bishop gets involved in the game. You've pinned your opponent's knight, limiting its movement. This kicks a bishop. You found a safer square for your bishop? The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. You permitted the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a queen. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This loses a pawn. Nice! You found a way to win a pawn. In the opening, it is better to develop a new piece. You allowed the opponent to eventually win a pawn. This wins a pawn. Recapturing. This misses an opportunity to tactically win a pawn. A good choice to move your threatened bishop. This kicks a bishop. This moves your bishop to a safer square. This permits the opponent to eventually win a pawn. That pawn was yours for the taking. That's not... You overlooked an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. You permitted the opponent to force the loss of castling rights. You overlooked an opportunity to threaten checkmate. Recaptures. You missed an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. This misses an opportunity to force the loss of castling rights. You permitted the opponent to force the loss of castling rights. This is the way to win a pawn. You dodged the check, moving your king out of harm's way. That was a free pawn. This move cuts off the check from the queen, keeping your king safe. This permits the opponent to force eventual checkmate. Your opponent has no escape. You can force a checkmate with the correct moves. This is a winning. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. Checkmate is always the best move.